Greetings, everyone. This is Mike Wright, the Astro Sherpa, dropping in with a spatial report. Wow, we're going to show you on a field trip this big emotional shift. The old world players are literally getting tossed out. So you're seeing Venus in Cancer enclosing the moon between Jupiter, and the sun is at 29 degrees of Taurus, and Mars 0 degrees 50 minutes, so it'll be at 1 degrees. So the new world, the new start, what is the seeds being sown, Saturn is a restrictor, so this is people melting down, literally. It's like brakes on a car that get overheated and they have a meltdown because they can't compete. Literally hilarious. So we're gonna show you this moon, like you're gonna see the arc of time-space itself right here. So people thinking we live on a flat earth or whole house, two-dimensional plane, it's just not real, and you're gonna see it with your own eyes. So Mercury in Gemini is, you have to study, you have to learn new things. This is taking yourself back to school, literally learning to write, learning to read between the lines. So major shift has happened in our world and world powers. So the world is being divided in two. A eastern hemisphere over here and a western hemisphere. So those who dip their toes in each other's hemisphere are now being cast out. Identities are being changed. So big shift. So hopefully you are feeling your own new world and learning to harmonize your physical, emotional, and mental self. That's the Trinity. That's why the whole son's journey, son of the father with the mother, water. Anyway, let's go out here and show you, okay, the phone, the base of this video is the horizon, right there. Venus is below the horizon and the sun, Mercury, and then Venus, Moon, Jupiter. We're gonna see those all right in the same sky. So it's all about mathematics. So the division of a circle. So we live in a sphere. And this is extraordinary. Yeah. You're gonna see this moon is right what's in a semi-square phase, about 45 degrees. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. Now, how could an artificial object, randomly be on the same ecliptic plane as all these planets? So we obviously live in a designed world. And that world is designed on numbers. So Jupiter was the 4th planet in the hierarchy. So that number was the base of a pyramid, the Trinity. 3. 1, 2, 3. You're looking at 3 right now. So the previous video showed you that moon conjuncting Venus. So you're obviously seeing these planets are in an arc. So the Egyptians called it an arc of a contract. The early Hebrews said ark of a covenant, a promise. Yeah, the witches say coven, short for covenant. So you are seeing with your own eyes the higher dimension plane with the Earth's perfect tilt. And it's a 23-degree angle. But the Earth wobbles, giving us what's called the precession. And that's exactly why we use the spring equinox as the marker of the zodiac wheel, not the sky view, sidereal view. So those who measure things from what they see in space, guess what? We're all rotating. The space itself is expanding. So those views change. So literally the only legitimate, truly measurable, effective means of understanding time-space is from standing on the Earth, a stable dimension. You could say flat. That's where that bullshit flat Earth theory comes from. But we are looking at an arc. And this is how time-space itself is measured. But literally the size of any large object warps time-space itself. So time can go fast or slow. So right now, we are looking at a new crescent moon in its semi-square phase, right in between Venus freshly in the zodiac sign of Cancer, Moon in its home sign of Cancer, and Jupiter that retrograded way back to 15 degrees and is now moving forward, heading towards Leo this summer. So you're seeing something super, super special. Anyway you go, I hope you're well. Tune in, tune up, and participate. Astro Sherpa out.